Ba 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 ba. Welcome back to another The Epic Let's Play episode. I've been AFK for about 12 and a half hours, and I collected 2 nights worth of Phantom Membranes. I'm kind of shocked I got 57, but then again, there was like 20 Phantoms a night. For those of you curious, I'm gonna go around and just show you how much these farms are getting. We have 3 layers of beetroot and 2 layers of carrots. I switched one over and one of potatoes here. Yeah, beetroot doesn't do so well, and I've actually noticed a fatal flaw in these kind of farms' designs. So what ends up happening is the farmer harvests a crop, but its inventory is full of seeds, and it has no way to get rid of seeds, so it sits around trying to pick up seeds that it can't collect until it accidentally wanders too far away and it can't detect that there's seeds there to pick up. So, and they despawn. So it's a really inefficient way of having farmers do beetroot, and I'm assuming the same goes for wheat as well. But if we go over here, I've noticed something else that's interesting. I switched one over to carrot, and now there's approximately 20 stacks of potatoes, and there's easily more than 40 in this single chest. So for some reason, when you have 2 layers of potatoes or carrots in a row, they like to boost production of each other to some sense, because it's not split equally 1/3. This happened when I had 2 rows of potatoes too. There was well more than 2/3 of potatoes than there were carrots, and right now there's well more carrots than there are potatoes for an equal to split in thirds. It doesn't make much sense. Hopefully what I just said did, though. And if we go over to our iron farm, I'm honestly kind of impressed with how much it's producing. But, yeah, this is like at least 3 stacks of blocks. At least. And then we've got our melon and pumpkin farm, each harvesting once daily with 64 plants, I believe. That looks... that's not supposed to be there. Oh well. um, we come look down. First chest is full. Second chest is just beginning. So that's not too crazy. It's like 9 stacks. We're gonna have more stacks of pumpkins quite easily. Yeah, 9 in a bit. And then I actually converted our cactus farm over to a bone meal farm. And this is the one thing that's not accurate that I forgot to empty out. It had like 3 stacks in it or something before I started AFKing. But I thought if we ever need cacti, we can always change it back, and we have a pretty large supply at the moment. For right now, there's a goal. These aren't really filled up with normal things. We've got 3 things of cobblestone, a third of a cobblestone, and half of a white stained glass. Then we have a redstone, which has blocks of iron, glorious, glorious gold, if that's a hint at what we're going to be doing. These blocks of iron I'm bringing in a very condensed form because we need 96 minecarts. And then we also have 2 more blocks of iron and some pumpkins to make some golems, a bunch of torches, and all of this has to fit in my inventory. I made some white stained glass. What we're making is an pigment gold XP farm. It's Ilmango's design, so we have to bring all of this stuff into the nether very soon. I've done a few things while I was bored and waiting for glass to smelt. I started getting some more villagers back in here. I've already spent like 40 minutes trying to get the right book, and it hasn't gone well. But I did get Flame back, flag, and it does actually have its trades locked this time, because that's how we lost it last time. I didn't have its trades locked, but it is a really common book, so it was easy to find. Lost all of our villagers. You know, that's okay. I got the ones I really needed. Yes, and down here. I never really showed you this last episode, the final product of how it came out, and technically I've mined it down one block since last episode even, which I realized I didn't even need to do. But there's 2 slime chunks in here, and I kind of want to find more, although I'm thinking we'll continue looking down near diamond level, because they'll spawn better, and I need diamonds. Oh, I just trapped myself. But on a different note, I did get this really nice torch layout, and pure coincidence, it fits absolutely perfectly with the maximum spread apart you can have torches. It was 3 from every side of the walls, and I don't know how that happened. It just did. So now I think I'm gonna go grab our stuff, and we're gonna head to the Nether. And here we are in the Nether, basically right above our portal. And I think I found the right block. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of bedrock, so that means that's the 5th and should be the final layer. I saw this technique, never tried it. We're gonna see how it goes. We want to be like doosh, doosh, doosh. There we go. Ha, made it. That's great. And there's mushrooms up here. So cool. So now, I've already done some calculations, and if I can find the right direction to go, we have 76 in the X direction, and negative 90 is right here. 76, negative 90, and I brought along some portal supplies. Oops, need to get that in my inventory. So now if 76, negative 90, douche. 75, 76, here we go. This is the right orientation. 6, 7, 8, 10, darn. Kinda need this piece to make an actual portal. I should have brought more, but we have enough. It's cool, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, I need to go up one more. Jeez. I couldn't make a portal if I tried. Well, I can. I can also take that off the screen. Ha! Here we have a portal, and it should link up. I made a second one back at our base, which this should link to, and then it should bring us back up to the bedrock on the nether ceiling. At least that's what I thought it did. Right now I'm doing an audio overlay afterwards, because my microphone in-game cuts out every time there's a loud sound. I'm gonna have to do something about that, but for right now we're gonna head back up and build our farm real quick. I did learn later that it's 128 blocks in the nether, not the overworld, that you have to space portals out. So, okay, back at the top, time to do this again. There we go. And we have a way down, so I guess that works. And now it's time to just build up really, really high. Oh, the mic's on? Welcome back to our almost normal but still unusual broadcast during the overly fast and long time lapse. Yeah, today we're featuring the gold and XP farm at 50 times speed. I hope you can see it, because I can't while I'm editing it until the video is finished and processed. So I hope it turns out good and you can see what I'm doing. It's probably just a really big blur. At least when mining last episode, it just looked like the pickaxe went up and down, and I moved. That's kind of fun. I said last episode I'd post a video on a crop farm, and I've decided to redo the whole thing because I think it'll be better. And on top of that, my teacher told me to read 9 chapters overnight, which didn't go over well because it took me like all week. But um, so I've been really busy with school lately. Also, my plans were for the Epic in this world to make those 2 crop farms I have go up to the build limit, but this new crop farm I'm building kind of makes me think I'd rather build it, but it's a lot of work. So it's definitely going to happen in a much further episode. It's kind of funny, the crop farm I'm building feels a lot like a late game build. Um, it's got a bunch of resources, and to actually fill the thing with enough food or seeds to fill the sorting system, you kind of really need like a crop farm like the one I have already. So it's kind of funny in that aspect that you need a crop farm to make a crop farm to make the better one, supposedly better one. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it turns out. The slime farm that I'm working on, I looked at the Psycraft server's slime farm, and they have, well, first off, it's a server, so they can put 2 people online and double the mob cap, which is kind of cool. The mob cap is typically at 70 for hostile mobs, and they figured out that you can have 12 slime chunks turned into slime farms on at the same time to increase the how many drops you get, and you can send them through nether portals. They definitely go to the nether. You can send them through nether portals and increase the efficiency of the farm greatly. So I'm kind of thinking that's where I want to go with it. We only have 2 slime chunks, I think. That's kind of what I've seen from mining, but I actually don't know where they are. So we're going to have to find a whole bunch more of these slime chunks, and we're also going to have to light up the area around, because I don't think that's completely done, even though I've spent 14 stacks of torches last episode. As I said, I did do that, yes. At least that was just last episode. I've gone and lit up caves off screen on other previous episodes too. So that's gonna happen. That's gonna be a really big challenge. I'm thinking next episode we're definitely going to brighten up our base. Maybe actually build a house. Not sure on that one though. We're definitely going to add some pathways and light up the whole place to keep the mob cap free for our slime farm. Now we're back from our overly long time lapse, and this thing looks amazing. And clearly I just fell off and died. Got some iron armor to put on. I had to take care of some zombies that was up here after I died. Lost our shoes, but that's okay. Also lost our sword, made a new one. It still needs mending though, and I'm breaking. But that'll be fine. This thing cranks out a bunch of XP. I AFK'd overnight with it, but the sorting system wasn't up to snuff. So it is now. I believe it works fine. We've got rotten flesh being dispensed into lava and nuggets. We have two sorters of nuggets. There's 2 paths. It was more than 9,000 items an hour, I believe. So we've got 2 of the 4 spots on each path, and they go through rotten flesh and nuggets, and then they join here at golden ingots and feathers. Made some nice coffee. I'm like halfway through it. It's approximately 3:30 in the afternoon. Don't ask, because I'll tell you. I was up till 5 a.m. Gathering feathers mostly, and even so, I didn't technically get as many as I wanted, but it works. I've made it work. We also have some furnaces that'll smelt down the swords. If I can click on one. Yeah, none in right now. It only seems to be using like 2, so I probably didn't need 6, but it's fine. If we go down here, we can see how many swords I've smelted. And of course we got chicken, but I didn't feel like sorting that out because it can get cooked anyways. And then down here, I don't know, there's nothing much to show because I just emptied out this whole thing and made a bunch of golden ingots. So this is how much I've collected so far in the journey making this thing. I'm gonna go just let it run, see how much gold it actually makes, and make sure that my sorting system is actually finally up to snuff. Yeah. This has been a huge project, really fun, really cool to see it work, but uh, I want to actually see it work, you know? Hasn't happened quite yet. Also, and got some eggs, cool. The way we make it work is we just throw eggs. There we go, got it. And now we watch the XP come in. Can probably turn down the sound a bit. There we go, that should be really quiet. Yeah, and it didn't stop working all night. I had like 300 levels, so it seems to work just fine. It's just the sorting system that still needs proof of working. So I've let it run for 25, 30 minutes, 30, maybe 35. Um, we have this problem. I haven't figured out how they're spawning, but it's okay. They can't like kill me, and the farm keeps going, so I'm not overly concerned that they're keeping a bit of our mob cap. But let's see how we did. Yeah, how many swords? Yeah, we only got the first two furnaces working. A considerable amount of swords, like 4 stacks times 2. Uh, and if we go down a layer, to 2 gold stacks of golden ingots in there. Wait, why does that have nothing? Why does it have nothing? I'm lost. Let me suss this out. It's apparently missing a hopper, and I can't place it in from there. What about here? There we go. Now that should be working. Yeah, got a few more stacks of golden ingots in here, but I'm sure this is from the last time I've run it during testing, so yeah, we have a gold farm. Yes. Been desperately wanting this. Now we need to make, I think, a tree farm and a wither skeleton skull farm. Because we definitely need some beacons here. Gonna have to put the slime farm off, like I said. Yeah, a little bummed out about it, but I've got some things in my mind that I want to do to make a really big and awesome one, so... And we are getting enough slime currently from just going down there and mining it out. I've got like a stack of slime balls, so that should keep me busy for a little bit. The resources needed for this was just kind of hard to, mostly because I ran out of wood several times. I've used at least a stack of chests, and at least probably more. Gonna go back to the overworld and show you something there. Well, I'm back in the overworld, and as you can see, we have a little bit of a problem. That's what happens when you AFK and leave your nether portal open overnight. So, let's promptly watch me die several times. Actually, I got a place we can go that'll make this easier, but only if I can get there. Odds are I probably can't. Here we go. Got it. Oh no, this definitely feels like a zombie apocalypse. Ah, no, don't let them up. Don't let them up. How have I not died? Woo. Wow. Didn't expect that. Health. Desperate. So what I wanted to show you, other than there's creepers holes around, because didn't really have time to fix them last night, dealing with a bunch of feathers and chickens. Got all these birch logs because I was really bored while I was waiting for chickens to grow. So apparently we could have got bees here all along, and I went and got 2 honey bottles that hopefully we can. I don't know how to do this. So apparently it was the flowers in my hand that breed them. Oops. There we go. Got it. Tiny bee. Awesome. Sweet. And out of like a chest of birch logs and growing them next to flowers, we only got like 7 more beehives. I'm kind of disappointed, but we have bees, and that definitely doesn't equal the ratio of, I think they have a 5% chance of having a bee's nest. So I'm probably doing something wrong, like how they grow. Um, there was days where there was like 3 I'd find, and then there's days where there's none. So Minecraft days, and I don't understand what's going on there. This is how many chickens are left, and here's an image of how many there were. We are back up on this huge, amazing thing. Ignore that portal over there. It was a failed attempt. I now know I have to build it way farther away, and don't really need a portal that far away in the overworld just now, so I think I'm just gonna ignore its existence. Did find one problem with our sorting machine. This needs... Oops. Yes, because this is rotten flesh, ingots. Okay, so this is the one, if I can mine it, yes. And we need to point it that way. So this way that we don't have 2 hoppers pointing into this one, which is the golden ingots. It could happen before that we had this line and that line over there put 2 golden ingots in at the same time, in which case it would pull one and push one, so we'd end up getting a golden ingot in this furnace. This had a golden ingot in it. It's actually the only furnace left with any fuel because of it. AFK'd overnight yet again, got a bunch of gold blocks, and this furnace got plugged, but we burned through essentially a stack of coal blocks. Yikes. That's kind of where I'm thinking. Where to... Last time's the charm. This is how much gold we have right now. It's a huge amount, I think. This farm is technically faster than our iron farm, which is kind of surprising. We're definitely gonna struggle to fuel it, because we only got like a stack and 28 left. Here, I don't really want to bring up and use all of the coal I have to burn swords into golden nuggets, but especially because we have so much gold and I don't need more at the moment. I'm thinking I'll probably just add a thing at the very end of the furnace line that spits it into lava, so any extra swords won't clog up the system, so I can actually still AFK, even if I don't have fuel. So that'll be cool. Uh, don't know when I'll do that. And this has been a really fun project. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm out. Whoosh.